Okay, we are at gotomath.com and we're in the related rates section. And if you click on this button here, you'll get this problem to come up. Okay, so let's see, what do we got? We got let v, r, and h be differentiable functions of t. Find dr over dt when r equals 5, h equals 1, dh over dt equals 1, dv over dt equals 1, and v equals pi r squared h. We're going to round our answers to do decimal places. Now, this is what we're going to be taking the derivative of. Okay, so some of the variables were assigned some values. Now, let's just state here first off, this is what we're going to be taking the derivative of with respect to t, and that's v is equal to pi r squared times h. Okay, and some of you should recognize actually what that is. Now, they give us r, and that's 5, and they give us h, and that's 1, and what else they give us? They give us dh over dt, dh over dt, and that is 1. Wow, how could everything be 1 here just about? And what else did we get? We got dv over dt, dv over dt. dv over dt is also equal to 1, so that's nice. And this is what we're actually wanting to find. We're wanting to find, where can I write this? Right here, dr over dt. Okay, so what we're going to do is take the derivative of this with respect to t. So we take the derivative of v, and that's 1, but then we just write dv over dt, because 1 times dv over dt is just dv over dt. And then we're going to use the product rule on this. So the derivative of pi r squared is 2 pi r, and then I'm going to write dr over dt times h, and then plus pi r squared dh over dt. So we kind of ran out of room. The derivative of h is 1, and then we just write dh over dt. Now what we want to do is go ahead and just plug in all our numbers here. So dv over dt, which happens to be 1, and then we have 2 pi, I'll put a parentheses around this, we have a 5 there, right? dr over dt, and that's actually what we want to find, dr over dt, and then h is 1. We'll just go ahead and put a parentheses around that, and then we have plus pi, and then r squared is 5, so I'll just do this, 5 squared times dh over dt, which is 1. So that makes that nice, and that's it. So let's kind of simplify things down here. So we have 10 pi. Have you ever eaten a 10 pi? That might be tough to eat now. Okay. And then plus, and then we're going to have 25 pi, so that just becomes 25 pi. And then this is 1 right here. So what we could do is we could take this 25 pi over, and I need to scroll down the screen a little bit. So we're going to have 1 minus 25, whoa, how'd that get snuck in there? 25 pi over 10 pi over a 10 pi, and then dr over dt. Okay, so whatever that is, who knows what that is. Minus, yeah, I don't think I'll be doing that in my head anytime soon, but we know it's a negative number, and anyway. Alright, well, let's go back to the web page. Actually, you know what? I went ahead and just plugged that in my calculator. I got negative 2.468 and a bunch of other stuff. Now I think it said round to 2 decimal places, if I remember right. Round answer to 2 decimal places, yeah, so we'll do that. Let's go ahead and hit answer. We got dr over dt is equal to negative 2.47. Negative 2.46. Yeah, okay, so there you go. Sorry, that's kind of sloppy there, but all right. And that's it. So you'll want to click on that button right there. And see, there's a bunch of these problems in this section. Well, they're not coming up, but anyway, there's quite a few of them in this section. So we're doing related rates, and we're at gotomath.com. See you there.